Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and this is Catnip Dreaming. So I did work an overnight last night. I actually went in at like 9:30 o'clock at night and I didn't get home until like 5 a.m. So I just woke up from like a quick nap. I didn't want to sleep too much because I obviously want to be able to fall asleep tonight because I have to work like my normal time tomorrow. So I'm a little tired, but that's okay. I'm just debating whether I want to have caffeine or not, but at this point, I don't know if it's worth it because I do want to be able to fall asleep at a good time. But I wanted to show you, even though I worked a weird shift, I still made my bed. All right, so the bed's made. Feel very accomplished about that. I am gonna make my meal prep later tonight. The peanut noodles with the the sweet potato glass noodles, peanut sauce, and the tofu and the broccoli. And then I think Tim and I might go run a few errands. We might go to Home Goods and try to get a mirror for over the mantle in the fireplace. About to have an RX bar just to have a little something. Oh my gosh, got a caramel macchiato. It looks so good. And then Tim is just way too cool and just got black iced coffee, right?
That's right.
I love this. Picking out some plants for inside the house. Alright guys, so Tim and I just got back from Target, Lowe's, and Home Goods, and we got quite a few things at Lowe's and Target. We didn't get anything at Home Goods, but I showed you guys like a little, that like dinosaur kind of picture thing, which we're definitely too old to have that in our house, but I thought it was really cute. So we got quite a few things at Lowe's, and we got a bigger lamp from Target for that table that I showed you guys in the living room, so I'll show you guys what we got. So this is the lamp that we got from Target. So it's hard to kind of tell, but it's this darker blue base that goes with the wall and this nice shade. So when I set it up, I'll show you guys on that table some solar lights that we got, and we're not sure because if we're gonna get enough sun or not, but the entrance to our house is pretty dark, so we wanted to try something. So this was Tim's idea. They look pretty cool. We got some indoor plants. So this is a hanging plant, and we're gonna put this in the bathroom. I don't even really know what plant it is. And then I got this little plant as well. I like that it has the moss kind of growing in the bottom as well. So we'll probably keep this in the kitchen because it does need some light, I believe, but it kind of looks like a fern with some moss. I really don't know what plants these are. I just really liked them, and they are supposed to be good for indoors. So I saw a video online where they were talking about building these like pollinator houses for your bees, and then I saw one made, which is easier than me trying to do arts and crafts. So we're gonna set this up in our garden when we actually plant it, and that way we can have bees help pollinate our plants. Got a plant misting bottle. We got these to clean up one of the plants that's in our yard that like is in the front of the house that definitely has some dead branches coming out of it. Got this to hang up some pictures. And then I got this like greenhouse kit to start basically growing some of the plants. So I got some seeds of some plants. So I might be too late on this. I don't really know much, but we got some plants. So this is a Texas bluebonnet. I realized I bought the wrong plant for this one. It's a full sun, and we do need partial shade or full shade for most of the plants that we have. So I might have to return that one or see if my dad wants it. But we got these, some microgreens, I don't know, just trying to feel pretty hip. And then my dad got me forget-me-nots, which are actually my favorite flower. So he got me these seeds. And we'll also probably just buy some full-grown plants too for the flower garden, but I want to have these all throughout our yard. So I'd say that's a pretty successful trip out. So I'm gonna go and start making my meal prep, so I should take you guys along for that. All right, there's the lamp. I think it looks awesome on this table. Looks a lot better. Makes the table not look so massive like the other lamp that we had on there just didn't look right. But yeah, I really like it. And the blue goes really nicely with, it's really hard to tell in this light, but it goes really nicely with the wall color behind it. All right, so it's time to start making my meal prep. So if you watch other videos, I did have a request for this, so this is for you, Heidi. But this is basically the dinner that I make for 3 to 4 nights a week. Tim sometimes will eat one, but it's sweet potato glass noodles, these guys right here, and some tofu, but you can certainly swap it for maybe like some salmon or chicken, like stir-fried chicken, whatever you like. You could do some ground pork, ground turkey. Doesn't matter to me, I just really like tofu in this dish. Some eggs, peanut sauce, onion, and broccoli. It's super simple, really easy to make, and very filling. All right, so I have all the ingredients here. So this is pretty much what you'll need. Usually I do shallots, but they didn't have any that looked like good quality at the store, so I just got an onion instead. And then I get the teriyaki of the tofu. This is a very, very firm tofu, which I like. I like the texture because it doesn't really break up so easily. It's a lot firmer and it holds. So I would definitely recommend getting a very firm tofu. This brand has a plain version, and they also have a sesame ginger version, which I sometimes will get as well. They just didn't have that in stock. So I opted for the teriyaki. It doesn't necessarily go with kind of the Thai flavors, but it has some nice sweetness to it, and it makes the tofu have a little bit of initial flavor. These are the Korean sweet potato glass noodles right here. So they're pretty good, like nutrition-wise. So one of these packs is considered a serving, but I do split it into 2. So it's really good if you're looking for a noodle option or you really enjoy noodles, but you want something like maybe not as heavy. Got some fresh broccoli, eggs, and then this is the peanut sauce. I do 1.5 of these, and then I'll save some because sometimes the dish will soak up so much of the sauce that you might want to serve some of the reserve of the peanut sauce to add later in the week when you're heating it up. So the first thing we're going to do is julienne our onion, dice our tofu, and then just break up our broccoli into florets. I've also brought a pot of water to boil, so it's almost done. I got myself another pot just to mix all the vegetables, egg, and sauce. These are the utensils that I use, and then I set aside my containers for the meal prep. Alright, so I also went ahead and cracked 4 eggs. I've got our broccoli all processed, the tofu diced, and the onion julienne. So I've got my pan heating up on high heat, and I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the pan and add the onions. We've got our onions going. Once they're slightly translucent, we'll go ahead and add our tofu. So I've gone ahead and added our tofu. We're just going to mix this up. And our water is boiling, so what I'm going to do is add the peanut sauce into this pan, and then we're going to have the broccoli go and start cooking. By the time that the sauce comes to a simmer, we'll add the broccoli back in. Alright, I've got our peanut sauce added, so I got our water boiling. We're going to go ahead and add our broccoli. Alright, so our broccoli's been cooking for like 2 minutes. I don't like it to be too soft, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to our simmering peanut, tofu, and onion mixture. So we have our broccoli added. One thing to note, the water that I cooked the broccoli in, I did not add any salt to it because the sweet potato glass noodles will absorb the salt way too much. They're not like a traditional pasta, so I would not recommend salting your water. Normally I would for green vegetables, but that's just something that I don't want you guys to do and then not enjoy this meal. So my water's boiling again, or well, it's simmering, but it's good enough. So I have our glass noodles. Here's one of the packs, and then here's another one. We're just gonna want these to cook for about 8 minutes until they're completely cooked through. They're going to be kind of chewy, but that's what you're looking for. Alright, so I went ahead and moved our mixture to the back. I'm slowly heating up a pan to scramble our eggs. So I have gone ahead and mixed our 4 eggs together, and we're just going to add a little bit of oil and add these to the pan and scramble them. Alright, so our eggs are nice and scrambled. I make sure to not overcook them. We're just going to kind of break them up a little bit and add them right to the mixture with the peanut sauce. Alright, so we have our eggs added. Our noodles are just about ready, so I'm going to dump them in a strainer. Alright, so we have our noodles. This is what they look like when they're cooked. Oh boy. We're going to go ahead and split them into these containers. This is my bowl for tonight, and those are the ones that we're going to chill down. Alright, we have our noodles all portioned out. I'm just going to go ahead and evenly distribute the peanut sauce mixture right on top. Alright, there you have it. So I'm gonna put these ones, I'm gonna let them chill a little bit and then put them in the fridge. And then right before I'm gonna eat this, I top it with cilantro and sriracha. So I'm sure you've seen that already, but I'll make sure to do that with this one. And here's the completed dish with the sriracha and the cilantro. I'm also gonna go ahead and roast these purple sweet potatoes. So pretty much I wash them, I poke holes in them with a fork, and then I coat them in olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then I roast them at 375 for about 45 minutes. Alright, I've got the potatoes all I have the little holes from the fork in there, if you guys can see. Coated in olive oil. I just did salt. I didn't have enough black pepper. So we're gonna put these are huge, so these are probably gonna take closer to an hour to but 375 I'll start with 45 and see where we're at. Alright, those are just about done. I'm just gonna put those in a container and just chill them so Tim has them for later in the week. Alright guys, I had a pretty good day. I think I got a lot accomplished. Tim and I both did, considering the fact that we worked really weird shifts. Like the overnight shift and everything like that. But it was good. So I got to do some meal prep. We got to go to Lowe's and buy a bunch of plants. I'm actually gonna set up those seeds in that little greenhouse kit tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.